Hey everyone, so I'm watching to see what's going to happen with this G7. In previous years, South Africa had been invited, so South Africa has strong ties with that SADC region, including Zimbabwe, and this year they've been left out. So I'm watching and I'm reading what's happening, but what I think is that there's a number of reasons for it. South Africa is too strong against the US. So there are different warships and build-up of naval ships in the borders around Africa. And Kenya and France had a summit on their own. France and the US have strong partnerships. They've always have. That's why they have that Statue of Liberty. And it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds, because Donald Trump snubbed South Africa by not going to the G20 himself, although there were delegates that were sent. So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. But again, the push is going to be the same. They want partnerships. They don't want aid. I think Macron is very insulting of the African leaders. Even when he went to the summit, he grabbed the microphone and he told them to shush. So, I mean, let's see what comes of it. But I hope he will continue to build ties. This is Ruto with Cyril Ramaphosa and the SADC region, and that he won't forget what France did in Africa. I don't support the French because they are slave drivers. After working at Teleperformance, that's what I can tell you. They are slave drivers. They pay as little as possible. They treat you horribly. And it just didn't leave me with a good experience. That's basically it. Even with the Jesuits, I don't support them having their headquarters in the French-speaking parts of Canada. I think it should be in English Canada, because St. Ignatius was not French. So I know there's two official languages in this country, but we also have the indigenous. We have a lot of other languages in Canada. So I don't support it. He was Spanish also. This Ignatius, he was Spanish. So, and St. Francis Xavier, he wasn't French as far as I know. He was co-founder of the Jesuits. So let's see what happens. I was quite surprised that they didn't choose South Africa, because South Africa has been building partnerships with the G7 nations and the European Union for a long time. They led the G20. But I see what France is doing. And they shouldn't get too big for their boots, because people know how they are. They know what happened with COVID, where they told us they're going to treat us like pig shit if we don't take their vaccine. And that message was relayed in Canada as well. So let's see what happens. But it's going to be interesting, because France did a lot of damage in Africa, and people will not forget that. So it's not like when they meet with the white leaders that they're like, oh yeah, we're friends now. It's not like that. They have strong partnerships with the BRICS nations, and a lot of us don't want things to go back to the way they used to be, because many of us got bullied, not only growing up in the Civil War, but also coming here and seeing that the French get all the support, like Quebec, Montreal, Alberta, they get all the support. And the French here is different. So I took French up to level 2 at the university, and I still can't. Half the time, I can't understand them. And then I got a job like at Retail Council of Canada, and they wanted me to do all the communications and everything in French. I told him I can't do it. I don't have those skills. So that's another reason why I don't apply for jobs in Montreal and Ottawa and Alberta, because you have to have that fluency. So let's see. I mean, for me, it's disappointing because I already saw what they did at that conference. And it's not just about the trade, it's about the wars. The war that happened in the Sahel region, it's about supply of arms trade, it's about trafficking, it's a whole web of things that come into play. And it's interesting that in all these years, a peaceful nation like Zimbabwe has never been invited to lead the G20 or to participate. And they do invite them, so it's not like they have a permanent seat, the African leaders. It's an invitation. So for the African leaders, it's neither here nor there. It's like, thank you for the invitation, and yes, we will come. So whoever you decide to invite. But for the other nations, it's about control. It's about what values you are going to implement and how you are going to implement those values in that country. And who's going to be making the decisions in that country at the end of the day? Is it going to be the black leaders? Or is it going to be like, well, if you want this investment, you do it this way? Because that's how Americans are. That's the psyche. So we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. But for me, yeah, I'm disappointed. I know Cyril Ramaphosa is not disappointed, but I'm disappointed that they didn't include South Africa this year. And I mean, most people are just watching what America's doing. And if you look at what they're doing now in the southern regions, where they are putting in these processes that, oh, if you go to prison, you can't vote, and all the things they're bringing back along racial lines, it's very, very stupid. It's very stupid. And even all their ICE agents and all that, it's very stupid because you can't go back to the 50s and make things that racialized again, because people are striving for better lives and unions are forming, and South Africa is too strong for them. At the end of the day, that's what it is. South Africa said no to what Donald Trump wanted, and the G20 meetings went ahead and they were very successful, and he met with Donald Trump in America. And I mean, it's just stupid. It's just stupid what they're doing. So anyway, let's see. As you can tell, I'm not a favorite of the French. I don't like France. I never liked France. Even when I went there, that Eiffel Tower, it's just a piece of metal. So if you want to go and see it, go and see it. I was not impressed. And yeah, I'm not a fan. Even in this country, they have some of the best land. They have the land that in Quebec and Montreal, they have some of the best land. They have the best investments. And Justin Trudeau favored them, obviously. So, you know, Ontario is getting left behind. There's no job creation. Every day you read the news that the Ontario Works is not enough. They're doing the same things that Justin Trudeau did in this government. They're putting in that same one-time relief, that same, support the food banks. Meanwhile, the food banks themselves are telling them this is not the right strategy. So for me, I would like to see a visa set up like the working holiday visa that individuals can apply for. And then we can apply for jobs in Europe, in the G20 countries or wherever, and we can go. Because the way they do it now with countries like Ireland and the city of Dublin and all these places, you have to have a company make you a job offer. And the companies don't want to make the job offer because they have to prove that they can't hire somebody in their country to do it. And they have to do a lot of work, a lot of research, and it just becomes too costly for them. If they implemented a visa, like the working holiday visa that you can get if you're under 30, it would make it much more simple. They could do a visa to say that, okay, for the Schengen countries or for the G20 countries, the G7 countries, you can get a 5-year visa and you can apply for jobs, and if you get a job offer, you can go and work there. And people can come and work here. Would make it much, much easier compared to what they're doing now. That's how I went to England, and that's how I went to America. America, actually, that Kentucky thing is very good because it's a system already set up. So if you want to go and work on a camp for the Kentucky, you just have to apply, and then once they accept you, they'll take care of everything. And everything's set up, like it's very safe, it's very secure. They'll tell you where the camps are, and it's very reputable. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm not a fan of of France and of the French and the way they do things. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm following the news for South Africa, seeing what's coming out, and we'll see what happens. But I'm still sitting at home. It's already June, and this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. With my life is going the exact opposite way of the way it's supposed to be going. If you're a good person and you do good and you work hard and you do all the things the right way, things are supposed to go the opposite way, not the way they're going for me. So, I know part of it is racism, but this is too much. And I cannot believe what they're doing, what America is doing in these southern states. Really? They want to take it back to the 50s and implement slavery and implement all this, like, oh, if you go to prison, you can't vote? Really? And people are tolerating that and tolerating ICE and all that? It's crazy. That's what I can say. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. I don't support it at all. I don't support it. And I don't care if nobody supports me. I have never had the support that I've wanted. I should have been given extra support because I didn't have my dad. I should have been given special care and special attention, and I didn't get it. And you know what? It's too late now because my health is gone. Instead of me getting that extra support and that extra care and that special support, I got treated the opposite. So you know what? You guys with 2 parents, bring it on. I have never been defeated, and I'm not going to be defeated because you haven't grown up with what I've had to grow up. So bring it on. I'll slaughter you. The way that Mandela slaughtered you, guys who are racist, I'll slaughter you. Even you people that grew up with families from India, you had it good compared to me. So don't mess with me.